Vanakkam, all protocols observed. Um, Durban, I want to continue to speak from where Mr. Naidu left off. There's a saying that the three capitals of the world, the Indian capital of the world, is Delhi, Dubai, and Durban. And in Durban, we have something like 7 lakhs of Indian population, of which I think 6 lakhs are South Indian. Today is the 157th anniversary of our indentured laborers arriving in South Africa. Why this day is important is that our forefathers, I'm a 4th generation South African, our forefathers came here as slaves. And today, the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th generation have turned that situation around. From being slaves, they had a choice in 1912 to go back to India. But a lot of them have stayed in this country and decided to build this country. And from that, you get a lot of growth in terms of business. A lot of the businesses owned nowadays, especially in Durban, and big industry, if you look at the commercial properties, the developments that Mr. Naidu spoke about, and including hoteliers, are all South Indian businessmen that have come here and have got the roots entrenched from South India and basically operate in Durban. However, I myself, for the first time, been to India in 1996, and I fell in love with this country. And that's when I started serendipity and decided to form a corridor between India and South Africa, because we needed to expose India to South Africa, because a lot of the South African Indians, they have rich Tamil culture. They have the different religious cultures, but they don't speak the Tamil language. And the reason for that is because when the 3rd generation came, the 1st and 2nd generation spoke Tamil beautifully. And they told the 3rd generation, you need to learn English to compete in this country. So they forced our parents to learn English, and thereafter we had to follow in their footsteps and learn English and Afrikaans, the national language at that time in the country. Thereafter, we see now, in the last 20 years, the bridge between India and South Africa is being closer. With the advent of BRICS, and if you look at the trade exchange between South Africa and India has grown extremely over the past couple of years. And you see that the culture of Tamil movies have come in, Tamil artists have come in, and these are the things that actually help build the South African nation. I'll give you a typical example. If I had to say a South African 20 years ago, I want a naan. For a South African, a naan was a big bread. But in India, a naan means roti. So the words were used, but it means different things to different people. For example, a papadum that you would have as a starter, a South African will have for dessert. So, these are things that, we found our own mixed in culture. And you're here in Durban, one of the most famous things in Durban that you should try before you go home is something called a bunny chow. A bunny chow is bread filled with curry, but it was actually invented by our forefathers 150 years ago. So you need to understand that these are unique things that happen to Durban, and that's why for you trading in Durban, you have a fantastic opportunity to have fellow Tamilians and fellow South Indian people that you can interact with, who can guide you in the right way. In fact, Saturday, there's going to be a major announcement made by the province. It's actually going to happen right next to our house, where the province is going to be announcing that it's going to be a one-stop shop for businesses to open businesses in Durban or in KwaZulu-Natal. They're going to make it very easy for foreign investment, FDI investment into South Africa, and you'll have an opportunity to open your bank accounts, get your visa clearances done more easily, and we're trying to make trade easier between South Africa and the foreign countries. Mr. Naidu alluded to property, and I've been in India many times. I know the prices of property in India. But to give you an indication, what you pay for a 2 crore property maybe in Chennai, you can have a beachfront property, a 3-4 bedroom beachfront property in Durban. So consider that as an investment, and the rate of investment and rate of interest in South Africa is quite high. So if you want to put a long-term investment, definitely consider the country. And in business, we say 3 things: relationship, reputation, and then revenue. We can tell you that our relationship is quite good because between South Africa and India. We can tell you that our reputation within the both countries are extremely good. So it's your opportunity to earn the revenue of it. So we are here as your fellow brothers in South Africa to assist you and guide you and point you in the right direction. If you want to trade here in South Africa, feel free to contact us, and we will assist you in any way we can. Thank you, Nandri.